you know, the crowd was awesome to begin with. You know, we get down early, 1-0 on the breakaway, and but credit to our guys. We battled for the full 60 minutes. I know it's cliche, but you know, it was start to finish, and we needed that against a good team, and you know, definitely a good response after the last few games. You know, we were kind of in and out, but tonight was a full, complete effort, and it feels good.
Must be an added bonus to beat a former team of yours as well.
Yeah, for sure. I know some guys over there. Obviously, the staff, a lot of the players have changed, but still a few familiar faces. But no, always good to beat them. But you know, it was about us today, and we got the job done, and we got to do it again tomorrow.
Anybody in particular you still talk to over there?
Yeah, quite a few guys. You know, I had dinner with a few guys last night. You know, Bracco, he's a top end player over there, and you know, he's walking down the half wall all the time. So you know, it's good to you know, stymie them and you know, get the 2 points.
You guys have struggled on the PK, but last 2 games you've been pretty well. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, I mean, we did you know, we had a PK going there for the first month, and then we switched it up, and you know, we were a little bit in between on the weekend in Winnipeg, and we just had to stick with it. We got good penalty killers, and you know, last 2 games we've done really well. Tonight was a huge test. I think we had 5 or 6, and to keep them off the board on the power play was huge.
Oh yeah, I think I feel pretty good. You know, I felt pretty good before, so right now we're finally won the game, so it's you know, feeling even better.
Yeah, and you know, it's an added bonus to not only break the losing streak, but to break it against one of the better teams in the league. How does that feel?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a kind of like tough game to play against them because there were lots of like special teams, like a PK during this game. But I think it's not going to be different next game. So I just want to be ready for the next game, and you know, just win the next one.
Coming into the season, did you set any personal goals for yourself?
Well, I don't think that I set up a goal, but I just want to play good hockey, you know, and earn a spot here, and especially in Detroit. So I just want to play good hockey, have fun, and you know, that's probably the goal.
If you had to pick one aspect of your game, what do you think you have to improve on the most?
I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, like, just be a better player. I don't see like any pretty good like thing what I got to do better. I think I just want to be a better player, and that probably makes me better, I guess.
What did you see from Calvin tonight?
Yeah, he's very good goalie. I mean, he held us like during the second and third period when he had like huge saves. So we appreciate that we have him because he's unbelievable, and it's such a good thing for us.
How about the PK? What did you see from that tonight?
Yeah, well, the PK we did a good job, I guess, and we gotta play like that, and you know, we'll be fine during the game.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
How was your experience in Detroit?
It was good. It was exciting. It was pretty fun. My weekend there, obviously achieved a goal of mine, but
sure,
you know, a little bitter taste in my mouth from going back down. But you know, it's just how the process is.
Are you more motivated now that you've been set down? Do you want to get back up, or are you kind of anxious to get back up?
Yeah, I'm pretty anxious, but I know, you know, I'm still a young player. There's still things that I can improve on and work on in my game. So the next time I go up there, I just want to stay there.
Is there any specific moment when you were up there that was your favorite, other than just, you know, being up there? Is there any specific moment that you?
Yeah, actually, seeing my dad talk on the big screen there.
Oh, cool.
You know, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, you can see how, you know, just a love he had for me to. He knows how hard I worked to get up there, and just to see him smile and, you know, him get some face time on the TV was something really special to me.
What did he say to you after the game?
You know, he just gave me a big hug. There's not much you can say. You know, all these 6 a.m. wake ups, and I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
You know, he was the one driving me to the rink, so it was cold morning. So
yeah, how far did he have to travel to get to the game?
To this game?
No, the one that he was at in Detroit.
Detroit hooked him up with a flight, so it was pretty cool.
But how far? Like, where is he coming from?
Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a 30-minute flight.
Gotcha. Cool. Anything else?
How big is it for you guys to get a win tonight, as far as confidence and just kind of getting back on track?
Pretty huge. You know, it's got to be one tonight. We also play the same team tomorrow, so to keep it going.
After tonight, what do you think is the biggest challenge going into tomorrow that you noticed about the Marlies and how they played?
Our biggest challenge is we just have to play the same way. You know, we we stuck to our game plan, and as you guys can see out there, we're pretty dominant. So if we stick with that and just don't play their strength, play ours, and we'll be fine.
Overall, coming back down from Detroit, and obviously you only had a couple of days there, but what was the most immediate thing that you saw that you had to work on coming back here in Grand Rapids to earn your place up there?
Nothing too particular. It's just a tough situation right now with roster situations, and I was up there because someone got injured, so the team was healthy, so there's not much I can say about that.
Just a cool experience overall.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was a great experience for me.
What do you think is the biggest difference between the AHL and the NHL?
Chemistry. Guys who are there, they're there for about 5 to 10 years, and they play with the same players the whole entire time, so they know every player's tendency and stuff like that. So it's sure the biggest thing.
That is a very good team, and I thought we played extremely well. I thought that was probably our highest compete level game that we've had. So credit to the guys for responding to the message that was delivered the other night, and it was great to do it in front of Billy's family that was here tonight.
You've got excuse me. You've had success on the PK lately in the last 2 games and struggled earlier in the season. What do you think has changed? Is it just guys learning their roles, or?
Well, knock on wood, first of all. No, I think it was a combination of guys learning and a lot of guys being put in positions that probably haven't done it before. So we're going to make mistakes as we go, and as long as we're learning from those mistakes and not making those mistakes on a continual basis, it's going to make for hopefully a little bit of a progression. So that's what we're looking for. In the last few games, it has been a lot better.
What did you see from Calvin tonight?
He made some big saves when we needed him. He fought through traffic pretty well. He battled, and you could tell from just the morning skate that he wanted to win this game tonight.
What do you think Givani needs to do now that he's back with you guys? What would you say is his biggest weakness that he needs to improve on if he wants another shot with the Red Wings?
I don't think it's a weakness that he's got to really focus on per se. I think it's just consistency. I thought he played very well tonight. I thought he managed the puck well. He held on the pucks down low, drew a penalty, scored a goal. That might have been his best game as a Griffin. So he's got to take that, bottle it up, drink it tonight, and bring it back tomorrow and do it again. So again, it's with these young players, anyone can do it for a game or 2 at a time. It's got to be done on a consistent basis. Play your role as best you can and compete and dominate like that on a regular basis, and then that's when you play yourself out of this league.
How about Zadina? I mean, you've talked about how points aren't the only way to evaluate a player.
Yeah, well,
do you feel like he's doing stuff away from the puck now?
We've been talking with him. He's got to get to those hard areas. So I think he can still do that on a more consistent basis. But the goal he scored tonight was stopping in front of the net, and there's a puck right there. So that's a hard to get to area, and it takes time for a young kid to realize that. The more you go to the net, the more apt you are probably to score.
How big of a boost is this to the morale and the confidence in the locker room after the last week you guys have had?
Well, it's been a hard week. So, to be able to do it at home, obviously we wanted to do it Wednesday, but it was a great crowd tonight. Billy's family's here, which is great. It was a special night for us in our group.
Do you think going forward, obviously you can't just move on from something like that. Is that something that is going to be a constant battle and kind of in the back of you guys' mind, or just working through it as much as you can?
I don't think you move on per se. I think that I think it's tough when you lose a close friend and you lose someone that you work with and work long hours with. So it's just going to take time to make sure we're remembering him for all the right reasons, and honor his memory by coming to work every day like he would have.
What did he mean to this team, Bill?
He's just a kind spirit who cared about the Griffins. He didn't miss a game in 19 years. He lived for this. So as much as he meant to our group, the guys meant a lot to him too. So it was a two-way street, and I think that he's going to be missed, but we'll remember him. We do it on a daily basis. We have a giggle and a laugh, remembering some fun stories, and that's what we can do moving forward, is just making sure that you don't forget the good times that you had with people.
You've known him for how many years now?
5 years now. Yeah, but I've known him before with other teams and just in passing, and always a pleasant guy, and then you get to know him, and just a good human being.